You know what it is? It's the one and the only Pastor L live from the synagogue. And yo, got exactly what you need with this special Wednesday sermon. So come on, bring y'all asses up in the church. Make sure to leave the money with my big homies in the back, man. We collecting them collection plates. You know what it is. Because, yo, we got this Kamen Rider XA business, and yeah, I know. We in catch-up mode around here. We going to be in catch-up mode for a while I get these things together. But I'm still going to deliver these sermons no matter what, because I know it is important to deliver the news from up high to my sheep. So please come on in, gather around the one and the only Pastor, because like I told you before, we live in the synagogue. And I have to deliver you from these L's and show you how these L's were delivered. Because, yo, Kamen Rider X8 episode number 42. And, yo, this is the last call. Hey, yo, big homie, shut the door. Get that money, shut that door. You know what to do. Thank you. Alright, so door shut, man. Sheep gathered. I'm ready to dispense what you need, because I will deliver you from these L's, my sheep. You have my word. Yo, we start this episode, and there's only one word I can say. Well, actually, no, it's not a word, but more of a phrase. Everybody's fucked. Because that's like the first 5 minutes of the episode. It's like, yo, we sit up here at the beginning of the episode. Give me Dance is here, so we got people in the hospital. Oh, people falling down the street. Oh, like they get on the news, like newsman, like, yo, people falling down the streets. Man, we fucked. I'm like, asshole, man, like, we fucked. You got fucking Call on Duty Black Cops and Nico, like, can we help do anything? Can you help these people not be fucked? Then you got Poppy talking to Hanada like, yo, we fucked because Gimu Dance here and he's fucking everybody. That was like the first 5 minutes. Oh, but you thought we was done, people getting fucked? No. Now we got Kuroto telling Bakaso Bikeman, we fucked. And the reason why we fucked is because my daddy did something to Gimu Dance. We don't know what, but he think he did something. We go over here to Time Lord Dad. Time Lord Dad, he's fucked up because he's sitting up here, this nigga going crazy. This nigga doing old throwback episode 15, 16 Kuroto shit, like hold his head and scream all around. Like, he took a massive fucking L, and I kind of knew this was gonna fuck with his psyche, but I wasn't expecting for Time Lord Dad to be, man, I'm fucked, and it ain't the lead, I'm just going insane, somebody put a straight jacket on my ass because it's fucked. But man, Time Lord Dad in the building, man. Hey, man, look, man. I got what you need, man. I got what you need for these fiends, man. Got fiends, man. Hey, you wanna know what I did, man? What I did to give him dance, man? I rewrote that motherfucker, man. I rewrote that nigga, man. Like, yo, this nigga a motherfucking beast. He a beast now, cause I rewrote that nigga. I'm like, yo, but even though I'm a fiend, I still got a master plan though. And the master plan, take over the world, enslave all the motherfucking humans, make all this motherfucking money, smoke bitches, fuck hoes, nigga, and eat Italian food, cause nigga, I'm Time Lord Dad, bitch. I'm a fiend. And this just goes on for a minute, and I'm just like, I understand, as someone who is a deliverer who delivers those from L's and shows how L's being delivered, it's been a while since I've seen a residual L fuck with a nigga so bad. And Time Lord, that is fucked up in the head. I'm just saying, I don't know what it is, and it's whatever. Now we finally get to the reason why everybody's fucked, and the Gimu Dance like, the human race ain't shit. Fuck him up, nigga. And that's exactly what he does for a long while. Just fucking up the niggas. He like, man, yeah, this is my job. This is what I'm supposed to do. I'm the final boss. So I'm gonna fuck everybody up. Cause I'm the final boss. Cause you's about to get fucked. And that's what happens. So it's like, Gimu Dance put in work. The tag team champs show up. The X-Day featuring Pat Idol, Slay Parado and his master Hojo Emu, aka Mr. L, and they show up like, yo, I got the and my tag team brother, he got you perfect, knock you the fuck out, so we gon' knock you the fuck out, and they fight. What do you think happened? That you'll have to wait for. Meanwhile, we back at the CR. And we got Shin Kami Guru Lord Kuroto Don sitting up here like, yo, Do y'all see that shit right here, my niggas? Like, yo, I created this dude, right? I put in this motherfucking work. That was me. Kuroto Dan, bitch. I put in it work. I put in it work. I go to work. Do. Y'all don't know about that Kumo D. I'm gonna leave y'all be. Y'all don't know about that I go to work by Kumo D. But Kuroto was legitimately sitting up here tap dancing, river dancing and shit. Like, yo, I created the thing that is sitting up here making all humans take an L. And I'm just like, that's normal. Semi-normal. Very, very, very normal. Like, yo, Miss Poppy, like, she ain't trying to hear none of this shit. She like, boy, you better shut the fuck up. If you say one more motherfucking thing, I'm gonna reach in that motherfucking back seat, I'm gonna pull out that bubble bottle, I'm gonna slap you in the fucking head. You better be good, boy. Yes, mommy. Yes, mommy. Please don't beat me. Bakuso Bike Man, he enters the game. He like, yo, hey, calm down. Look, I got a better plan, right? I got a better plan. You know what I'm saying? I got a better plan. Like, at this point, Kuroto shook because not only has his mama reached back there and slapped him with that bubble visor and told him shut the fuck up on his car ride, is that we got Bakuso Bike Man. I got a plan though. Meanwhile, we got the XD over here fighting Gimude as the final boss. And you know, the answer to the question that I asked a couple of minutes ago, they taking a fucking L. They taking a fucking L. Do you want to know why? Because Gimude has all the powers of all the busters in the show. I don't know. That just makes sense. Well, it does. Like, literally, it makes sense for the final boss to have the powers of the final boss. Well, you know, because do I really want to go into spoilers for that game? The game is Chrono Trigger, but we won't. Let's just say this is reminiscent of lots of RPGs and final bosses that have moves of other characters. Like, you got fighting games where final bosses all have amalgamated movesets, such as the Raw and Raido and things like that. You know, you got RPG final bosses where they can either do attacks from other bosses in the game or channel them and things like that. So this is like nothing new to video game. I just want to let you know, because I'm still not spoiling Chrono Trigger for you technically yet. You should play Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo. If you got DS, you can do that because they got the extra stuff, but it's good to play the pure version of Chrono Niggas. We pull in Chrono Triggers. Like, you can't find that video on YouTube no more, but if you want to know where to find the Chrono Niggas remix, I got you. Anyway, Baka's after the tag team champs, the X-Day, sitting up here taking these L's. They taking L's. We over here in this parking lot because you know Bakuso Bike Man did stay selecto, and he sits up here. Actually this is before that because they in a room and it's like they in a room. It's not stay select happens after this conversation. I'm getting my stuff jumbled, but Bakuso Bike Man sits up here and pretty much tells Kuroto we should be dead for real. Like, I'm not saying that being able to teleport and do all this old crazy shit as a buster ain't cool. But this is some weird perversion, and I'm not really down with it. What we will do, you and I, you ready or not, because here I come, because you can't hide. Y'all don't know shit about that Fuji neither. Nothing. Look, we ain't buck stars, we buck stars. And what we gonna do is we gonna save the fucking day. And that's Bakuso Bike Man plan. And he wants to say today, he doesn't explain how we gonna do this. Oh wait, yeah he does. He simply explains it as I'ma kill you nigga. That's his plan. To Asian on Asian crime. So your answer to save the world is Jap on Jap crime. Jap on Jap crime. That is trademark. I'm like, yo, don't be using Jap on Jap crime because I'll sue you if you do. I just made up Jap on Jap crime, dog. Oh man, that's wrong as hell. Like, it's wrong as hell because Jap is like a slur. Like, depending on like who you really said to, like Jap is a slur. But we gonna go with Bakuso Bike Man is about to commit Jap on Jap crime. Jap on Jap crime. I'm hella dead. I'm done. I can't do this. Like, we should stop the video because A, it's not gonna get better than this, and B, I'm dead fucking wrong for what I just said. See, even now with my fucked up ass, I got a repentant heart trying to insult people, but then I hate human beings. It's weird. Like, it's weird being in this boat, but look. Anyway, Bakuso Bike Man actual real plan is technically Jap on Jap crime, but he decides that in order for us to, fight Gemudeus is that we need to find a cure. So you got all these damn continues, homies. So I'm gonna infect you with this Buster virus. I'm gonna whoop your ass for a while. See, this helps us because we get to skip the portions of this episode where they fast forward over here to them and it's Bakuso Bike Man kicking the shit out of Kuroto Dan because I'm affecting you with this Buster virus. When it actually has a point later in plot that actually matters, we'll get back to it. But that's mostly what's going to happen. Bakuso Bike Man is like, he's like, at some point in this, he said, well, this ain't technically for revenge, but it's still fuck your ass because I got my revenge when I helped wrote the code that rewrote your ass and you died in the first place. So, I don't need you to repent and bow down to a nigga greater than you know, but you gonna be a buck star because I'm a buck star and we gonna save the day. So, we'll get back to our homies later and see if they actually saved the day. And if I do need to add some things in there in between, but just know that that's just what's happening with them over here in the corner, just for the sake of brevity of what's going on. Anyway, they do, okay, because there's some other stuff in there, because it's like, at first, because I really think that given the notes that I took, I should explain this, is that at first Kuroto doesn't really understand what's really going on here. Then when he finally gets like, yeah, I'm the greatest. I'm Shin Kami Guru Lord Kuroto Dan, bitch, and I'm gonna overtake the Gemudeus virus, and that's part of the plot too. So that's what it's gonna do. So, like I said, they do this for a while, and when we get to the actual point of all of this, I will sum up the rest of it because I just need to just add that part in because just for review sake and me spoofing the show sake, you probably need to know that. Anyway, we over here in the cut, tag team champions, still take fucking L's. Still, like, you thought you was gonna whoop the final boss, it was gonna be easy, you was gonna tag team up with your other half and you was gonna win. No, you take him. Now, I have to take back everything I spent a minute saying because we do need to go back because it is at some point that after the tag team champs the X Day sitting up here taking L's and shit, we get the explanation of Bakuso Bike Man of what's going on. Bakuso Bike Man, I think I did explain it, that he's trying to create a vaccine so that he can fuck with Gemudeus, right? That's the plan. He explains this to Kuroto because whether or not he actually gets it is another thing entirely, but they do that. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, we back over here at the hospital, and it's this little boy over here, and he playing 3DS games and shit. He like, mommy, I don't feel good. Help me. Shut the fuck up, boy. Stop being a little bitch. It's just a computer virus, little nigga. We gonna get some Norton, and it's gonna be alright. Nico come in. She's like, baby, what you want? I'm busy trying to not save people. I'm scared again, baby. Please help me. Why you sound like that? You sound weird. Like you usually a little. But I'm scared, baby. There's your normal register, girl. Look, that used to be you. But see, now you understand because you can relate. How about you walk over there and help them? I think I can do that, baby. Alright, now get out of here. I'm trying to save people. Can we get a cheeseburger after this? I'll think about it. Meanwhile, we downstairs in the cut. The 5-0 done showed up. They kicked down the door. Bitch, this the hell police, nigga. Come on with your motherfucking hands up. What? Poppy sitting there like, I ain't do nothing. Please don't hurt me. Please. I'm like, what y'all want? Alright, where that nigga Shin Kami Guru Lord Kuroto Dan and he a bitch, we gonna whoop his ass. He busy right now. Can I take a message? No, bitch, where he at? He gonna help save the world. So you can't arrest my son yet. So I'ma need y'all to sit back, fall back, be easy, and I'ma take care of my son. I'll bring him out shortly. He in the back playing PlayStation. He like PlayStation. He like playing the Crash Bandicoots and the Jet Motos. And some game called Twisted Metal. I'm like, it's this weird game on there called Jumping Flash or something, like a robot rabbit or something. Like, have y'all niggas ever played Bloody Roar? Can I convince you to believe in Bloody Roar today? Just saying, just like, play Bloody Roar. It's amazing. One day somebody will pull on release Rat Riders or something I can play it on legally. Anyway, moving on, is where are we in the story? Is that, oh yeah, we back over here in the cut in that thing I said I wasn't going to explain unless I was going to explain it, and here's me explaining it. During the two intermissions that I skipped over, Kuroto that lost mad fucking lives on I'm trying to conquer the virus. Mad lives, right? Like, remember when Time Lord Dad hit reset, it brought his life points back up to like 93. And one of the intermissions he was down to 50, and I know he lost a couple of lives last episode. You know what I'm saying? So now at this point that we back over here while Miss Poppy trying to stall while her not son does dumb shit, is he down to 5 lives, and that's how much Bakuso Bike Man that kicked his ass and infected him with the daddy gimme dance virus. And I'm just sitting there like, really now? Like, this is really what we gonna do up in this motherfucker? Like, are you serious though? And this is the most important thing happens this episode. He finally gets immunity to the Gimudeus virus. But not before Bakuso Bike Man runs him over with his Bakuso Bike as a finisher. Like, you say this ain't personal, but you just ran a nigga over with a bike, bruh. Like, I don't know how much personal you can really get when you run a nigga over with a bike. And I'm just like, word? You ran this nigga over with a bike, and I'm just like, damn. That's malice with fucking intent, bruh. You ran this nigga over with a bike. I understand it was just like, But they succeed. The whole point of this was to create something to fight Gimudeus. They do it. They cook up the work. But Bakuso Bike Man falls to the Gimudeus virus. But Shinkami Guru Kuroto down here to save the day. And he saved the day. Since Sepura clears him up like, yo, you good, my nigga? Nigga, I don't even like you. Get the hell out of my face, man. You know what I'm saying? So, we done it. Everything is saved. The day is safe. Well, not quite yet. Because Kuroto Don got to go back to the underground shop and start a workup. So, you know what Kuroto Don do. He's sitting there throwing the keys, sitting there clickety-clack, 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 cook this work. And he cook this work. And then, congratulations! Dr. Mighty Double X is now here. You really would think that even though I watched this episode, but at the time I'm sitting up here like, are we really this close to the end of this series finna introduce another power-up? Like, another transformation. And it kind of made sense because I was really thinking, honestly, like, Dr. Mario and Dr. Luigi, like, yo, like, I would play a Dr. Mighty Action X game. Like, for real. Like, Dr. Mario is a really fun game. Like, I enjoy it. Like, I enjoy some Dr. Mario. It's a puzzle game that is easy to get into, hard to master, but that's what good puzzle games should be. But I'm just letting you know that's what it is. And it's like, I just wanted to put that out there. That should be a game. Dr. Mighty Action X should be a game. However, this celebration ain't short-lived because now that Kuroto has served this purpose and cooked this work, Bakuso Bike Man got the fucking bubble vase off the tree and put that nigga in timeout. And then delivers him to the 5-0. He like, yo, he did what he did here. You take this nigga. I'm like, we don't want to deal with this no more. I'm like, that's fucked up. You let this dude do all this work, then you get the bubble vase off the tree and then hand him over to the police. That's some malice with intent. You run him over with the bike, make him cook your work, and then you hand him over to the police. And I'm just like, well, they ain't really the police, but for the sake of brevity and comedy, they the police. They the police. The police, that's right. That's when Miss Poppy put a whooping to my backside. It would seem though that after Bakuso Bike Man delivered, Shin Kameguru Kuroto down to the police, he fall over a little bit, but he tell me, Poppy, I'm cool, girl, I'm cool. I'm like, yo, I gotta go deliver this crack rock. So I'm gonna get on my bike and I'm gonna deliver the crack rock though. So don't worry about it. You know I got this. It is what it is. So meanwhile, we back down here in the CR, and now Nico sitting up here playing Mighty Action X with the little kid, and the little kid like, I feel better. I'm playing this 3DS game that you can only get in the limited edition version of a really good, decent beat 'em up. And it's just like, okay, and that's what we really gonna do. And I'm like, I already talked about I want a Dr. Mighty Action X. I'm like, when I know that I'm gonna talk about this when I have to talk about the series as a whole. I don't really think they really took advantage enough of the game thing for real. Like at first they really were, and it was really more of a fusion of A and B. But I really think there should have been more games, or at least because we get a Bat Ride War for XA? I think we did. Hold up, because see, I gotta know now, because Bat Ride War Genesis was a ghost game because it was the anniversary game. Like, yeah, Bat Ride War Genesis was a ghost game, right? Yeah. So I don't think XA was in it. And you would have thought, you know. So let me see, hold up. Yeah, because this is a ghost game because it came out, according to this, February the 25th, 2016. So all we got was all Kamen Rider Generation 2, which I think is a great game, for real, straight up. I think it's a great game, and if you haven't played it yet, you really should. Like, for real, straight up. I'm just letting you know, like, that game was the shit. So it makes me wonder what they gonna do. What they gonna do for what is that boy's name? What is that? Oh, I'm like, let me see. Hold on, because I'm like, my head is all over the place right now. Like, straight up, my head is all over the place right now. I'm sitting up here trying to think and do all this stuff, and I'm just like, let me see, because I'm sitting up here trying to think. Let me see. Kamen Rider Build. It took me like 5 seconds to think of that boy name. I do wonder what they're going to do for him in games, but we done got way off subject, and I don't really mind because this is my show. I can get way off subject if I choose, but if you ever played Rider Generation 2, you should. It's really that good. It's like, I would suggest getting a walkthrough, or watching somebody play it on YouTube and explain to you what's going on, because the game isn't fully Japanese and no one really wrote a fact for the game to really explain what's happening and why and what you need to do and how to do it. Once you figure it out, though, the game becomes a lot more enjoyable. So you can sit up. I wish they would have released the game in Asia, because then at least the game would have been in English, and I'd have imported that motherfucker. I got quick. But great game. So let me see. Where am I in this story that I got? I got completely sidetracked about Bat Ride War Genesis. We're going to play that game. I'm going to actually get back to playing the original Bat Ride War, because I know if you guys remember is that I have a the first PS3 I had that I was recording stuff off of. Bat Ride War, the disc is stuck in that PS3. That's why I didn't finish the project, and I was just like, and what you gonna do? So now I remember where we are. Nico sits up here. We were talking about a game or whatever. Oh, the X-Day sit up here still taking L's. Taking these L's, and they taking these L's. But here comes a new challenger. It's Bakuso Bike Man. And Bakuso Bike Man in the building. Like, here my nigga, hear this work though. So you know what's going to happen, except it don't happen the way you think it should happen. Dr. Mighty Double X isn't a transformation, but a finisher. Now, I know what the movie exclusive power-up is for True Ending. What you could possibly do, even though the Hyper Battle video has already come out and I plan to review that in a minute, is I'm surprised that they limited this to just a finisher. I'm thinking that him and Parrot were gonna transform into like their base forms or whatever when Dr. Jack is on, and they were finna put in some massive work or something. No, it's a finisher. I have a feeling though, they will make a toy version of whatever this form is supposed to look like, and if nothing else, it'll be in one of the and probably in an update when we get to build. It'll be in Gambrizing, because Gambrizing is wild for having all those special forms and stuff that you never see in the show in the game. Which is why we really need Climax Heroes back. Not because I want a good fighting game that includes Kamen Riders in it, but I have fun reviewing that stuff. I'm like, that's another conversation. But yeah, it's a finisher, not a transformation. And I'm just like, you would have thought that, to sell some more toys, but you gotta assume the Gashat do something other than that. And we may find out next episode. I don't know. But it's kind of weird for them to do all of this, cook all this work, but not have a finisher attached to this Gashat you've created. So, it is what it is with that. So, work gets put in. Work gets put in. Congratulations. You've defeated the final boss technically, because you've cured all the people, because, the show's weird like that. We'd have got to that normally, but just to skip all the exposition, that people are cured because, the virus has been, calmed down. Time Lord Dad is pissed because he's still going insane, doing the shaking his head and the camera movements and shit. Time Lord Dad, I'm fucked up, dog. And that's what it is. And it's like, then the work gets put in. The WURK work. On my work behavior, the work gets put in. Delivering L's, punches, flips, you know what I'm saying? Whisper in the wind, poetry in motion, we the Hardy Boys. I need to watch Raw. Anyway, work gets put in. Time Lord Dad shows up out the blue. Like, I kind of figured Time Lord Dad was going to show up. But Time Lord Dad showed the fuck up. Time Lord Dad just shows the fuck up. Time Lord Dad like, sup niggas? Time Lord Dad in the building. Now I know earlier I was scratching my neck like Tyrone Biggums and shit. But I'm fine now because I had a hit of that good weed and I'm good now. Look, I'm calm, I'm relaxed, I'm focused. Look, internet, let me rap with y'all, right? My master plan is, it's still going. I'm still going to take over the world, enslave all the humans, and do all that stuff I was normally going to do. But first, I got to do something. Give me a second. Himi was Critica Crusade. He then proceeds to Time Lord Dad kick the shit out of Gimadas, and I'm just like, what? I'm like, I knew when he stepped on the scene and activated the finisher that he was going to do it. But when he did it, I was like, what the fuck? Like, this makes no sense. This makes no sense. But it makes all the sense of the world given what happens next. But yeah, sits up here and gives him the grandma kick. That is a reference to Kamen Rider Kabuto. Go watch Kamen Rider Kabuto. Anywho, he kicks the shit out of Gamadeus. Wins the game. Game clear. But then the plan starts to come in motion. The reason why Time Lord Dad gave this nigga the grandma kick was so he could absorb Gamma and then take a hit of that lean G.O.D style. And I'm just like, I knew this was going to happen. Because see, here is the one problem that I have right now. So I don't have to address this later, address this in an overall review or anything like that. I am gonna say this right now. They propped up G.O.D in a way like this is the final boss. This fool get whooped in one episode. This is my first honest thought that maybe the writing failed because we gotta rush this in order to get to Kamen Rider build. They propped up G.O.D all this time, and because we got a schedule to keep, G.O.D don't get his chance to really shine as a final boss. Because when I think about it, like this whole episode, even though we got a couple of more things to talk about before we get out here, and let this wash over me, right? Is this was mad rushed. Think about it. You sit up here, the second your major arcs after original Lord God Kuroko Don eats it is we building a Kamen Rider Chronicle. This was everything that we worked towards as a plot, and we're going to do this and build up. We get to the final boss and he gets wiped out in one episode. The hero do the work, but the main villain hits him with a grandma kick, absorbs him, gets a hit of his lean, and who knows what the fuck is happening now. I understand and get it from that this is a toy commercial. I don't get it for plot and pacing purposes. Why would you build up this character and then let him get failed in one episode to then do whatever it is you're going to do with Time Lord Dad, right? Like, I kind of understand and get it, but it just feel to me that G.O.D wasn't given the proper shine that that the character needed to be that important. They summon him, he come on the scene, he fucking makes every human take a fucking L, he proceeds to take a fucking L, takes more fucking L, and then gets grandma kicked out of fucking existence, absorbed by Time Lord Dad, and now he's high on lean. I don't get it. I do not get it. I'm like, I get it, but I don't. And I just want to just take a moment to explain that's just where my head is right now with this. Anywho, Time Lord Dad goes on this spree of, I'm the final boss now. I was a fiend. Now I'm God. Now I'm the final boss. And then he transports himself out and leaves. Teleports away. Time Lord Dad blasting off again. He leaves. The day is saved thanks to Bubbles and the Powerpuff Girls, as it always is, because Bubbles is the cutest and the bestest. Is that I'm like, the rest of this episode was like cleanup and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, everybody is saved because Time Lord Dad kicked G.O.D out of existence and then absorbed him. Nico's like, I think I want to be a doctor instead of playing competitive Overwatch. Asshole Man and Call of Duty Black Ops, they finally squashed beef. They sitting up here like, man, I forgive you, man. That shit in the past, homie, dog. Let's just pound it. It's like, at the end of the episode, Bakuso Bike Man, after all this, is officially welcomed into the CR as a doctor. They give him his jacket. He like, yo, I look fly. He like, yeah, you look fly. And Shin Kami Guru Lord Kuroko Don changes his name to to Kami Kuroto Don and is put on permanent house arrest by the fucking police. Like, they sit up here and they make a big deal of Shin Kami Kuroto Don being put on house arrest, and I'm just like, what? For real though? Like, for real, they sit up here and they make this a big production of, yeah, he locked up and they won't let him out. They not gonna let him out. Kuroto's locked up. Kuroto's locked up. But for real, they sit up here and say he can't get out unless we say he get out. And then he's still over there talking. He's still talking big shit. Like, I'm God, bitch. I'm God. I put in his work. But the only reason they put him on house arrest was because he helped save the day by cooking at work. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Kamen Rider X8 episode number 42. Before we get up out of here, yeah, we still in catch-up mode. For real, straight up. We still in catch-up mode. I'm hoping this weekend that I can get caught up at least with reviews when it comes to like the normal stuff that I review during the week and stuff. So hopefully I have some time to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm way behind on other stuff that I will not even mention right now. And I'm doing the best I can to trying to work with my new schedule and trying to get out and trying to get all this stuff together and doing what we can. So I appreciate you guys' patience as we work through this new transformation that my life is currently taking. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. I'd like to thank you for joining the one and the only Pastor L live in the synagogue. Please put your additional monies in the collecting plate on the way out. The big homies will make sure that you get to your car safely and get home, because you have been delivered, my children, from these L's, and I indeed show you how these L's were delivered. You know who it is. It's the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D, a.k.a. Pastor L, live from the synagogue. And with that being said, what's the next stage?